skeleton.
Get to do the hood.
Fine. Ooh, some stingers. Next.
Eyes. Yeah, actually, that's good.
You got 4 again, so more tentacles.
Where's your tentacles?
One.
You get to draw some arms, some more arms. Have you thought of a name yet?
Yeah. Squishy. The hood looks like an umbrella. Fluffy.
Anyone else want to
To be able to really express from our heart who we are, we need to be able to be really fluid and letting go into the experience. And that's the energy that Jellyfish is all about.
The water is just alive with jellyfish everywhere. Everywhere we looked, there were just more than we could ever imagine would actually be in the water of a river. And all of us became instantly afraid. Strange, alien things that kind of seemed like they were waiting to just swallow us up if we fell overboard. Maybe I don't belong in that water. Maybe that water actually isn't mine.
My husband decides to teach me to water ski, and the boat jerks me out of the water. And what do I remember? Is the jellyfish. They are sticking to my chest, and I didn't know what to do with myself because I'd never seen them before, never felt them before. And of course, what did I do is let go of the ski rope into a whole nest of jellyfish. Is that what they're called, a nest?
We had swimming lessons at Crawley Bay. I remember jumping into the water thinking, oh great, and there was all these things in the water, and I'm thinking, what are these? And it turned out they were jellyfish. I think I lost interest in swimming not long after that.
My connection to the river goes back to my early childhood. There were just jellyfish everywhere in the Canning River. The river would be just sort of brown with men of war just underneath the water. On our 12-foot dinghies, you know, the boat would shudder from all the jellyfish hitting the centreboard and the rudder as you were steaming through them on a tight reach. They just move, you know. They're another sort of like another dimension in a way.
There's no reason to assume they weren't here well before Europeans.
Multitudes of jellyfish of great beauty were floating just beneath the surface of the water. Their remarkable forms and habits are worthy of investigation. James Backhouse, naturalist, 1843.
Très grande quantité de mollusques blancs, gélatineux et transparents abandonnés par the banks of the river were covered with a large quantity of white, transparent, gelatinous mollusk, which had been left behind by the tide. Joseph Bailey, mineralogist, 1801.
Sometimes the whole beach would be littered with a jellyfish. I always remember the jellyfish that were landed on the beach, but in the heat had evaporated. So you get this remnant of the salts left over after all the water had come. So it was quite a fascinating thing.
You'd gather the jellyfish on your cool-light boards and you'd be throwing them at each other. It was all part of the game of childhood warfare, I guess, on the water.
And I got to like the jellyfish as an organism, so yeah, so it was appalling to find them being, scooped up and thrown up and cut and torn and all the rest of it. The figurine isn't necessarily ready to throw it, it's just to try and guard it.
Where is the water moving and where is the light coming from? There's no evidence that they communicate with each other or with anything else. They can be killed if they're broken. Say boat propellers will kill them. The natural mortality is probably mainly the winter flush.
This will be history. I just have this feeling. What we're doing.